Now, the dissolution of Parliament tomorrow has added another hurdle for one mother who is desperate to know why her son took his own life. Jules Sweeney was found dead back in 2022. Police could find no reason why, and a coroner said he couldn't rule his death a suicide because there was no proof that he was in a suicidal mood. His mum believes his social media accounts could provide answers. Her petition calling for a change in the law, giving parents access to their children's accounts, has passed 100,000 signatures. However, because Parliament has been dissolved, there's no guarantees that the next government will respond to the petition. Jules' mum, Ellen Room, joins me now. But Ellen, actually, you've had an update on that. Things are much more positive in terms of whoever forms the next government.
Well, it sounds like it. So I had an email through this evening from the committee saying because we've got over 100,000 and we're actually, last time it's 123,000, I looked at it. So it will be up to the new committee that will then decide whether or not, but in the past they have tried to hear them. So I'm, fingers crossed, it should be okay.
Brilliant. A positive email coming in for you. Talk to me about Jules. He was just 14 and he had access to the social media accounts that most teenagers have, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. And he showed no signs of depression or gave you any indication that anything was wrong?
Absolutely none. So he was almost 15, actually. But he used all the social media channels, as did all of his friends. And there was not one part of any of me that thought there was any problem. And on the night he died, I'd been speaking to him throughout the day. He was absolutely normal. He told me how he'd built a fire pit. And I remember saying, you know, don't burn yourself. But and then he said goodbye to his friend, and you can see on our camera, he says, bye, see you tomorrow. And goes in and laughs. And then I got home an hour and a half later.
You warn him of the dangers you can see. The fire pit.
I did. I said, don't burn yourself, you know, thinking, I wish he did burn himself in a way. We could have resolved that, you know. And so I never, ever expected that he would do anything. It just didn't cross my mind.
So now you're thinking of the dangers you couldn't see, and for so many parents, this is the unknown quantity in their child's life at the moment, is the social media apps.
Well, it's been proven, so the police proved he wasn't bullied. There wasn't, as far as we're aware, anybody strange in his life. So because we've ruled out everything else, the only thing I feel we haven't looked at is social media. And I didn't know until I started this that I realised that we don't have the right as parents to see our children's social media. And I had assumed that I would go, OK, well, let's look at the social media and see what there is. And we don't have that right. And that's what surprised people with this petition. People said, what do you mean you don't have the right? Surely, as a child at 14, you should have the right to be able to see it. And we don't. And I just do think, who are these social media companies protecting?
What response did you get from the social media companies to your approach?
TikTok initially said no. Without a court order, we can't go further. So I approached my MP, Alex Chalk, who's written to the Attorney-General we have to reopen his inquest, so we have to go to the High Court to get a court order to be able to then look at his social media. What a waste of money, time. You know, surely, why would that social media company not just give it back to me? They have, all of a sudden, since journalists have been involved, seem to be a bit more interested, and I do have a Zoom meeting with them at 9:30 on Friday morning. So.
And what are the questions you're going to be asking them?
Oh, I'll be direct. And this isn't just for me. You know, there's a group of parents that I'm party, an unfortunate club that nobody wants to be in, where we've all lost our children. Sorry.
Hey, it's all right.
We've all lost our children, and this is about doing this for all of us. This is not just for Jules and me, it's about making a difference for everybody else. And I want answers, as they do. So I don't really care what TikTok tell me. I want answers for all of us.
And that's the thing, you want to sit in the room with these people because the society we're in at the moment, it doesn't matter what area of your life, you're confronted with screens, automated messages, you know, AI. You want to sit and look someone directly in the eye and ask them those uncomfortable questions.
Oh, and I'm more than happy to do that. And I'm not holding back. And I'm not giving up on this. I will make this happen one way or another. This is going to happen, and I'm going to get that data. Because as a parent, to lose your child is horrific. And to lose your child and not have any answers, it consumes me.
It's twofold, isn't it? It's the not knowing. And, you know, my stomach flips when I think about that for you, and I'm so sorry. It's the not knowing, but it's also, as you said, there is this grassroots movement now of parents saying, no.
Yeah.
You know, we may have the, you know, new bill from government to keep our children safe online, but it is the social media companies who are being uncooperative with the people involved, the parents who are, you know, there to safeguard children, and they should be doing that as well. It's that as well. You're doing it on behalf of other parents.
Completely. And the social media side, I was almost waiting to see what this bill is and how they have to react with it. Well, why don't they start putting safety checks in right now? Why are children able to access things by saying, yes, I'm 18 or yes, I'm 16 and not having any checks? They could start that now. They could start making a difference and start protecting children's lives, because I don't want any other children, you know, to lose their lives, because it's incredibly hard. And the, you know, unfortunate thing is that there probably will be other children. And to know what those families and friends, and also my son's friend, Jules's friends, are still struggling. Through this campaign, I've had parents contact me and say, you know, so-and-so was in his class, she's still struggling. You know, this doesn't go away, and 2 years might sound like a long time, but it really isn't. I'm only, I don't know, it's hard.
Yeah. I really appreciate you coming in to talk to us tonight. I know how important it is to you, but I am well aware of how difficult it is as well.
I'm incredibly passionate that I'm going to make this happen, and I can't thank the public enough for all of their votes.
Well, please keep going. Know that so many parents are behind you, not just those who have lost children, but those watching tonight who are concerned about their children. So thank you. Thank you for coming in to talk to us, and we will talk again. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Ellen. Well, if you have been affected by anything you've heard during my discussion with Ellen Rim there, you can contact the Samaritans. 116123 is their number, or you can email them, joe@samaritans.org.